Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Austin Got Figs. Now, we all know WWE just came off of a great weekend. That Saturday night's main event was awesome, and so was NXT Battleground. So if you guys missed both of those, go check those out. But then, even after all that, in Tampa, we had Monday Night Raw, which is what this video is about. And man, it wasn't the greatest Raw that we're ever gonna get, but it wasn't bad, man. It was pretty damn good. So without further ado, we are going to talk about everything that happened in this week's Monday Night Raw. And yeah, let's get right on into the action. Okay, so to start off the show, we had Seth Rollins with the new fourth member in his little faction, Bronson Reed. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, again, like I said it before, go check out Saturday night's main event, and you'll know more about what I'm going to go in depth on here. So yeah, we had the Seth Rollins faction come out. And we started with Heyman talking. And he was pretty much putting over Reed and Breakker. And he was kind of explaining what their roles were, obviously, in the faction. And what their part is going to, build into to kind of elevate the faction in the future, or as it goes on. And so, yeah, he pretty much just put them over to, express them more to us, the crowd, the fans. And it was honestly really good. I mean, he did a great job at what he was trying to accomplish there, so no problems there. That was pretty good. And then we obviously had Seth Rollins talk, and he was pretty much was lashing out at us, the fans, and it was kind of showing more of a heel side to him, because obviously when he came out, everybody was doing his woe chant, with his music going along with it. But then, because so many people are still liking Rollins, even though we're trying to make him a heel, and the WWE's trying to get him to be booed and all that. So he kind of lashed out at us, the fans, to kind of give more of the heel side, and it really did. It really worked, because he did start to get booed. And if you guys haven't watched yet, or are going to watch, I'll just say it now. The fans were literally cursing at him. So that the kind of trying to get his gimmick over was good there. And then obviously he was vowing to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. And honestly, if he wins, that's gonna be if he actually wins the Money in the Bank match, that is going to be insane to me, because I think that would really build up that faction very well, and it could have a great role in the development of the, not just Seth Rollins, but the entire faction over the course of the next multiple months, honestly. Okay, on to the next match of the night. We had the Money in the Bank qualifier between Penta, Dragon Lee, and Chad Gable. And man, what a match. It really was a very good match. There's not many bad things you can say about it, except for, all the guys were kind of just put together. But in the even then, it makes sense, because it's a Money in the Bank qualifier, and still, it really, there is some meaning to this match, if you do really think about it. But we won't go too in depth on that, obviously. But yeah, so we had their qualifying match, and obviously Penta won, so that was nice. Penta is going to absolutely be so good in the Money in the Bank match. That is no doubt in my mind, and honestly, I think anybody's minds, man. Penta is going to be such a great addition to that match. Now, I don't think he's going to win, and I don't think anybody really thinks he's going to win, but he's definitely going to do for some good spots, man. A Mexican Destroyer in that match is going to go absolutely crazy. I can already just picture it in my mind. It's going to be so good. And one thing I did want to point about this match is when Dragon Lee, he had dived, I think it was out of the ring, if I'm correct, and he had like taken out. I can't remember if it was Penta or Gable. I'm not too sure, but man, it was a great dive. I was shocked when I saw that. That was absolutely insane. I was literally like in awe for like at least a good 10 something seconds. So that was a really good, obviously, part in that match. It was obviously a fast paced match because it was, I mean, it included Penta, Dragon Lee, and Gable. So I mean, you can't really expect a slow match out of that. But yeah, I mean, great match. Happy Penta moved on. I wouldn't have wanted it any other way, and I don't think anybody else would have either. I mean, either way, it makes sense to have Penta again, man. He's gonna do for some great spots, and I can't wait to see it. All right, and then we move on to Akira Tozawa versus Rusev. It's literally the match that we thought we were gonna have. Honestly, I don't think anybody thought this match was gonna go long. I mean, I honestly forgot about this match. I'm not even lying. I really could care less about this match, honestly. I mean, I don't think this is where Rusev should be booked. It really sucks that this is what he's doing. But it was, I do have to admit, it was cool to see Sheamus come out. So I wonder what their feud, like, the whole Sheamus and Rusev feud's gonna be. I think that would be very interesting and could really help elevate Rusev's return, because what they're doing, what they've been having Rusev do is it just has not cut it, man. They really gotta elevate him, unless they just don't want to do anything with him, which I hope that's not the case, because Rusev could absolutely be a great star in the WWE once again. All right, moving forward, about, I want to say maybe, halfway into the night or so, we did have the Liv Morgan return, baby. Yes, sir, the Liv Morgan return. Again, the Liv Morgan return. So glad she's back, man. Liv Morgan, great star. She's awesome, man. She's good at what she does in the ring, and I'm so glad she's back, because honestly, I didn't want her to go anyways, man. Screw that movie. Who cares? you know what I'm saying? So like, I'm glad she's back. So that way we get to see, her more again. We get to see her in the ring again, and obviously when we did see her for the first time in since the Raw after Mania, I'm pretty sure it was, we did see the development of maybe a potential feud. I'm not quite sure on what it's going to be yet, but I'm just going to call it a feud for now, between her and Roxanne Perez, because as we know, Roxanne Perez, he slid your boy Dominic Mysterio some chicken nuggets. And Liv Morgan, I don't think she liked that one bit. And yeah, man, Dominic, you screwed up, man. You fumbled, Dominic, man. You fumbled. You absolutely fumbled, Dominic. But yeah, I mean, again, it's great to see Liv back, and I can't wait to see how that. Again, I'm just gonna call it a feud. I can't wait to see how that feud potentially plays out, because I think that would be absolutely great. And then she also did vow to convince Adam Pearce to be in a Money in the Bank qualifier match, and I'm assuming that would be next week. I'm not too sure yet. It would have to be next week if she really is going to be in one, because next week's Raw is the last Raw before Money in the Bank, so obviously it should be probably next week. And yeah, that's about it there. I mean, we got the Liv Morgan. She's back. Let's go. That's always a plus. Moving on deeper into the night, we did have the triple threat match for the World Tag Team Championships, man. And honestly, I could, again, just like the Rusev match, I could care less. I really did not really care at all for this match. It just, again, man, this Raw tag division is just, it's not doing it for me, and I don't think it's doing it for anybody. The SmackDown tag division is doing so much better than this Raw tag division, but I hope soon that the Raw tag division does get elevated, so that way it does actually make people interested, because right now, I don't think that many people are interested in the tag division on Raw, and I certainly am not. I mean, there's really nothing to be excited about there. It was nothing crazy at all, honestly. But then again, it's the Raw Tag Division, so what do you expect? I mean, I guess it was kind of cool to see American Made and New Day at first, when they had ganged up on the War Raiders. That was pretty cool, but, it's nothing too special. So, yeah, nothing crazy there. The New Day obviously retained, and honestly, if I did have to pick any team there, I honestly hope the War Raiders, because out of all those teams right now, the War Raiders are definitely my favorite. But, yeah, New Day retained, and that's really all you gotta know, honestly. Right, and then after that World Tag Team Championship match, we did have the Gunther and Jey Uso promo. Once again, obviously, but you can never go wrong with one of their their promos, man. Honestly, you really can't. So yeah, Jey came out. We had him talk for not really that long until Gunther came out. Gunther actually came out pretty quick, honestly. We didn't really see Jey talk much before he actually came out, or before Gunther actually came out. But yeah, so that promo, I mean, again, it pretty much just elevated their their rivalry and feud for the match that they have in Phoenix in, I think it was 2 weeks, or no, like 2 weeks from now. Yeah, literally 2 weeks from now. So yeah, that was pretty cool to obviously get their little promo there, and I thought it was honestly pretty dirty of Gunther, man. He was like, "You're holding on to that title way longer than I expected." Now, keep in mind, it's only been a month since Jey won that World Heavyweight title, so Gunther really underestimated Jey Uso if he thought that Jey actually was gonna not even hold that title for a month. That is actually insane, and I hope Jey beats some sense into Gunther once more. Can't wait. I honestly can't wait to see their match, and I think it'll be good. Squash to probably end their feud. Honestly, that match that they have in 2 weeks should probably end their feud. I don't see why it wouldn't. I don't think there needs to be another match between the two. And, yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know there, honestly. But, yeah. Alright, so now we jump into Liv Morgan versus Kairi Sane. So this was Liv Morgan's first match back. And the only reason they had this match is because Liv Morgan had dissed Kairi in the backstage, I think it was it before the Jey? It doesn't even matter. The point is, yeah, so Liv Morgan pretty much dissed Kairi, obviously, saying how, why are you even here? Your tag team is, what was their tag team? Oh my. Damage Control. God, my bad. But yeah, she's pretty much dissing how Damage Control isn't around anymore, and why are you even here, basically. And, so that, you see, yeah, that's how this match came about. And not really getting into the match, I mean, it was a pretty good match, honestly. It was a good match for Liv Morgan's return, and it was cool to once again elevate the kind of potential feud between Liv and Roxanne Perez, because remember, Roxanne, she did push Kairi off the top rope when Liv Morgan was when Kairi was trying to do a top rope maneuver to Liv Morgan. And so yeah, Roxanne had intervened in that, and she had pushed Kairi off the top rope, and then that actually led to Liv Morgan losing, because Liv Morgan got, she had gotten all confused and why is Roxanne Perez out here, She didn't understand, and she doesn't understand that Roxanne is actually trying to help her. But yeah, that's really all you need to know there. It's, I mean, elevated the potential, what we're gonna have with Morgan and Roxanne. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, let's move on. All right, and now probably the best promo of the night, in my opinion, the Lyra Valkyria promo. Wow, man, this promo solidified Lyra's dominance, man, because she after this promo that she had tonight, that was insane. She had great mic work, man. That was absolutely awesome. That was great, man. I was shocked. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that promo was great, man. She absolutely tore Becky apart, in my opinion. I mean, so that work really helped elevate what their match is going to be at Money in the Bank. Their the Lyra and Becky match is going to be great at Money in the Bank. And I do think Becky is actually going to win this time, because Becky had said that she would never challenge Lyra again if she loses, or she would never challenge Lyra for the Women's Intercontinental Championship if she loses at Money in the Bank. So because of that, I think Becky might win at Money in the Bank, but we're not here for Money in the Bank predictions, so I can't really, predict just yet. I gotta watch a little bit more. But yeah, I did think it was absolutely insane, because Lyra was because Becky was talking about how, talking crap on Lyra's fiance, and then she was talking about, Becky was talking about how she went home with her hot husband after Backlash, after the attack on Lyra after their match at Backlash. And Lyra was like, "Your hot husband? You mean the only thing talented about you?" And oh man, that had me going, dude. That was it was moments like that in that promo that really had me like, okay, Valkyria ain't messing around, man. She's about that life. She is about that life. Right, and now we have made it to the main event of the night. The Money in the Bank qualifying match between Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins. 3 big names there, man. That was a great match. This match was absolutely awesome. There's nothing really bad that you can say about this match, because it was absolutely stunning. I mean, the performance that they had put on out there was absolutely great. And I'm kind of glad that Seth won. Or not, I shouldn't even say kind of. I'm glad Seth won, alright? It's Seth freaking Rollins. Who doesn't want Seth Rollins to win? Now, I was kind of hoping Balor might get that push, but obviously that Money in the Bank briefcase needs to honestly go to Rollins, because it's gonna build into their faction, the faction that he's building right now. And in this match, we obviously did get the interference of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, which obviously are Seth Rollins' allies. So they had obviously taken out Sammy and Finn to, obviously help out Rollins and help him get that victory. We'd also seen Jey Uso out there to help out Sammy from getting attacked, so he was trying to fight off the allies of Seth Rollins, but he did in the end end up getting speared by the one, the only Braun Breaker. And then again, yeah, so Seth Rollins did end up winning that match, but then we had the return, or not even the return, but we had CM Punk make an entrance after the match. So Seth Rollins was trying to get a after-match attack on Finn and Sammy. But before his plan could go into effect, Cult of Personality hit, and out came Punk. Bronson and Braun Breaker, they charged up on the entrance, but Little do they know, man, the best in the world. He came up right behind Rollins with that sneak attack, and he got out of there like slippery butter, man. He kicked Rollins' ass and hit him with that go to sleep, and then he charged right back up into the fans. So that was cool to see Balor. Or, sorry, not Balor. Oh my God. Punk. Man, I am so out of it. Man, but yeah, overall, great match there. Great to see Punk. I can't wait. I honestly hope Punk, plays a role in the Money in the Bank match, even though he's not actually in that match. But I do hope he does play a role because, in like, kind of like stopping Rollins from me to get the Money in the Bank, I hope that might play into effect to, again, build a feud between Punk. There already is a feud there, but just, help elevate it. So yeah, that was great, and I mean, overall, it was a great show. It wasn't bad, and you can't really ask for anything more. I mean, it was a decent show. It really was not bad. I thought it was very good, and yeah. So yeah, that was the Monday Night Raw, May 26th, 2025 recap. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and you will see more videos like this from your boy, Austin Got Figs. And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.